Podcast number 12.
This is about to be the most dead podcast.
What do you mean?
I don't fucking know, bro.
What do you mean?
And now giving you the intro that we don't have yet. Yay! We still don't have one. We have nothing.
James
nothing at all.
weeks ago offered to make a theme song and said it might happen, it might not, and it just never happened.
It hasn't happened yet. It probably won't ever happen. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm too busy right now.
That's honestly what I expected.
Why don't you have Twitch chat write us a song?
Because
it's Twitch chat. You can't you can't trust Twitch chat with anything.
Well, it's like children. You just give them things that they're not going to be able to kill themselves with, but that they can still have fun.
Listen, if people want to submit their own theme songs, fucking send them to chase@mythicdifficulty.com.
Or don't.
Or don't.
It's up to you.
Nothing will change if you don't.
True.
And change is scary.
Scary.
Boo. It's change. It's change. It's puberty. We're going to do nothing to your body. You're going to stay that way forever.
Funny.
That'd be terrifying. Fucking staying a 12-year-old boy for the rest of your life.
That is true.
Like you look and sound like a 12-year-old boy.
That is technically a real thing.
Oh yeah, I know. Isn't there
Chase?
What was that?
Nothing.
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you straight up.
I wouldn't know. Look at me. I'm like manly. We're both. James and I both.
I
would
have
not know.
facial
We're
hair.
like the manliest guys here.
I have facial hair.
I'm just here, man.
You can try and call it that.
Don't try to have a masculinity contest right now, man. I'm just here.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
the size. It's the size.
You can't have a masculinity contest with James as a contestant. He's a beta cuck bitch.
Okay, bro. You gotta
I like my
chill with
contest
those
better.
baseless accusations.
James isn't ace. He just likes to watch other people get railed.
No, I am ace. I'm not a fucking cuck.
James cuck confirmed.
No.
Let me make sure that
If anything, you're the cuckold.
you fucking take that back.
You guys are.
I will not take that back.
You guys are populating all the fan art forums right now.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. Dude,
I want a
it's totally
fanfic.
free.
I want fan art of Josh fucking Mason while James watches.
I think it should have been you, Chase, because you were the one
No,
involved.
I don't want to be involved in this.
You're the one who insinuated the idea, so you got to be a part of it.
And then
Yep.
at least let me be the top.
No.
So like, how are we imagining it? Is it doggy style or
We're not imagining it. I'm done entertaining
does
this.
James have a pair of binoculars, watching from across the street, or 3 feet away with a pair of binoculars?
I do not even want to.
We need to put
entertain
like a
it.
shock collar on Chase every time he goes too far. Just zap.
Zap. Then it turns into a fetish.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you don't want me to come mid podcast.
Although it would be funny.
We'd be streaming on a different site.
True.
What do you think it takes to stream live on Pornhub?
Not a lot.
A
Probably.
camera?
Our 100th
Some internet
episode.
access?
Our 100th episode is going to be on Pornhub.
I mean, most people don't even go live on the hub. They go live on other sites like Fansly.
And you would know this how, James?
I will not disclose how I know this information. Let's just say I've been around the block.
Or around the cock.
Hey!
Comedy sponsored podcast.
This podcast sucks, by the way.
Number 1 in
Honestly,
comedy.
it does.
In
9 out of 10 doctors don't recommend.
in Malaysia.
And I'm a doctor.
We're number 1 in comedy in
You are not a
Malaysia.
doctor.
Not a doctor. Shh. Hey,
What does it
can't-
take to be a doctor? Come on.
a lot of work.
A lot of med school.
Well, let's just
Or-
think about it though.
or
Who
books.
made it a lot of
Doctor.
work?
Who decided that being a doctor should be a lot of work?
I'm
Somebody
about to go full Redditor on this. Okay,
Somebody
it's,
who
it's all a
wanted-
construct. Someone just said, "Hey, it takes 8 years of this," and then they're like, "Okay, that's the thing we got to do now." And now,
All right,
that's
Josh
the
just spent
doctor.
too much time on r/anti-work. Have you guys ever looked at r/anti-work?
No, because I
Yes.
don't use Reddit.
Let me summarize it for you, James. My boss wants me to work an 8-hour shift once a week. How fucking dare they?
Okay, that's not
Okay, but how
entirely
much
fair.
How much is the pay?
They'll be
Yeah.
making like, I don't know, like 16 an hour. They'll be like, I can't afford to live. I only work one shift for 4 hours a week. And even that's too much for me.
If you can't
I mean,
work
they ain't
a
wrong.
4-hour shift, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm exaggerating, but it's just like, I don't know. They were like, I work at McDonald's and I can't live. It's like, a fucking course you can't. Here, we're going to r/anti-work right now, and I'll read the first post that comes up.
Where's my sound effect that I want to? There it is.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Okay, no, I actually get this one. All right, we're gonna skip that one.
No,
I'm-
no, 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 no.
I'm on that guy's side. I'm on this
No.
guy's side.
No, you gotta read it.
Read it and wait.
I work at a big box store. I have forklift experience from previous jobs and management experience as well, and I've worked my ass off for the 8 months I've been here already. And a kid they hired 5 months ago is being talked about training for the job I've openly stated I want. The kicker: his dad is friends with the store manager. I'm just going to quiet quit from now on if it actually happens.
Get fucked, idiot.
That happened to me, so I
You
just
should
I'm
have
not gonna
known
say.
people. I don't know what the fuck to tell them.
I'm trying to find something.
He's trying to find something for his confirmation bias. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, a lot of it's actually. Here's
So
the.
that's the thing. I have actually been on anti-work more than once.
Oh my god,
and
my
it's
nose is stopped.
got its
Why?
fair share of like stupidity, like any subreddit does.
Oh yeah, no, it's just the problem
But
is.
there are really good points made. usually.
No,
And
yeah,
There's also
so
a really good resource for.
Here's
a lot of,
my
like,
problem. Here's
actual
why
work
I'm
issues.
shitting on anti-work, because every time I've never browsed the subreddit, but every time one would come up in my feed, I'd be like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Well, I'll admit, anti-works as a subreddit, as a community, has done very bad at marketing themselves. You guys remember that thing with Fox News they did?
No,
Or not them.
What are you talking about?
So it wasn't really the community's fault. It was a moderator of the community. I think it was one of the original ones, which is why Fox News invited them on. And for some reason, this mod just decided to do it entirely on their own without consulting anyone on the actual community side or other moderators or admins. They just did it on their own. And safe to say, it was probably one of the more cringy, embarrassing interviews I've ever seen on Fox News, which is saying a lot because Fox News makes a habit of making a lot of people look bad on their TV show.
Oof.
Commonly, because that's kind of what news does.
I'm gonna
They
pull up the
put you
video.
on there so they can make fun of you. But
I'm gonna pull up the
it was
video.
rough. It was rough. Like that thing you were just making fun of them originally, Chase, where they're like, "Oh, I want to work 1 hour a week or something. It's too much." It was kind of like that a little bit. Like it was actually, I think she was like a dog person, like a dog walker, and it was like, "I work 20
typed
hours a
in-
week. It's too much." And yeah,
I typed in Fox News AN and it auto-filled anti-work.
Of course it did.
Okay, somebody's trying to fucking how Fox News wins interviews. Hence, it's kind of rigged. Okay,
I mean that's the case with all.
yeah,
media, they do that.
journalism.
That's just life.
But this one kind of was, even though it was rigged, the mod that went on there totally gave them everything and more. Like they didn't even have to work for it. they gave them all the content.
I
rough.
I looked at the headline and it just says Reddit thread work is pointless humiliation. Can I just
Yep.
find like a clip of it?
So here's a good description of it. So speaking to Fox News host Jesse Waters, Ford, the mod, appeared disheveled and unprepared for the spotlight of the meeting, which is the case. Like they were just in their sweatpants in like their pajamas or something, all messy.
He looks like a fucking Redditor, like straight up.
Oh yeah, exactly. The mod described laziness as a virtue and allowed the conversation to revolve around her own life, working a 20-hour week as a dog walker with a vague ambition to become a philosophy teacher.
Wait. That's a woman?
I don't know. I think they were supposed to. I don't know.
I can see it now that I'm looking at it with the knowledge that it might be a woman.
Yeah.
But the
I
hairline.
don't like Reddit. This is why I don't like Reddit. This is why
The hairline is what. All right, I need to find out.
I don't remember there being a hairline. I just remember there being kind of like a big mess of hair that was unkept. They definitely did not look.
I'm looking at a picture of. Oh my god, it's a woman.
Yeah, but I think the main controversy that followed, which was pretty interesting to witness from the subreddits, like the community revolted very heavily against this individual afterwards because of how much bad PR they got from it, and they were not.
No shit.
Yeah. So it is kind of interesting. That
Yeah.
definitely fueled the fire of the stereotypes.
The title of this
community.
video is Reddit moderators are the weakest humans on Earth. And the fucking, it's like one of those like gameplay commentary videos. The gameplay is Halo Infinite, so I'm going to save to watch later.
Oh my god, of course it is.
I love Halo. It's genuinely, work on a complete 360 has been halted by my Halo Infinite addiction.
Yeah, just like how my entire life was halted by a Destiny 2 addiction.
Well, that's your own
Emphasis
goddamn
on the
fault.
was.
That's your own goddamn
True.
fault because you couldn't even get addicted to a good game.
I swear it was good at one point.
Destiny 1 wasn't good.
Okay, that's cap.
Destiny 2 certainly wasn't good.
All right, bro.
James, as someone who played Destiny 1, not day 1, but like month 1,
Mm-hmm.
D1 is dog shit.
Okay, bro. Whatever you say, man.
I played it month 1, and then I played it again when Taken King came out. Played it again when Rise of Iron came out. By Rise of Iron, it was all right. I enjoyed it when I played it, right?
Right.
But I'm not gonna sit here and say that it was a good game.
I don't know, man. You're just a hater.
Yes,
Bro, you're such a hater.
but here's the thing: of everything that I'm a hater for, Bungie should be the last thing that I'm a hater for.
I guess I don't fucking
Because I
know.
want Bungie to fucking succeed, and they just can't. Because they're fucking idiots now, I guess.
Is it just me, or is the entire gaming industry just imploding in on itself right now?
It is because they refuse to put out good games. And Baldur's Gate 3 was
It redefined a genre.
Yes. It
People
was
were literally shitting on it because it was too good.
it was like when you've spent your whole life living in a 2-star motel and then you like step into a 5-star motel for like a night and you're like, "Oh my god, I can never go back." This is coming from someone who hasn't played the game but like has seen clips.
I've
Like-
played a little bit of it, but it's just so much of a time sink that I don't have the time to sit and play it.
It's just not on Xbox yet. That's why I haven't played it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I don't know where I
Well,
was
so
going.
the reason I ask is because I've also been hearing the opposite, which is this has been an amazing year for games.
It has, but also that's
There have been
that's
some
why the
bangers.
game industry is imploding.
Like there have been bangers.
because we're finally getting good games again, and the game industry doesn't want that.
You say again. When was the last time we got good games? Since now.
The last time we got a consistent flow of good games, keep in mind, I have gone through periods of time where I just didn't buy new games, so I can't. I can't sit here and be like, this was the absolute last, because it is also an opinion statement, but in my opinion, like, I don't know, 2012, 2011.
Wow. So you think basically the entire 2010s were trash?
Most of them, yeah.
Wow.
Not trash, but I don't think that there was a year where we got consistently good games after that. That's not to say that no good games came out, but the flow of good games wasn't consistent in a single 365.
I think we need to clarify
period.
this is like the major game studio, like the big AAAs,
Yes.
right? Like obviously there's so many smaller games that I can think of that were incredible, and there was lots of them because that's a huge list all the time.
Indie gaming has never been better.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't care for indie gaming
That's
because
fair.
it's a very specific subset that I feel like every indie game's like, I got to be a roguelike, top-down, 8-bit shooter. Why?
That's literally not every indie game.
Every indie game that like people talk about, like, oh, you got to play this, is like I don't know, some roguelike. I hear roguelike always thrown around a lot.
Chase, I hate to say it, but I think you're just revealing how much you don't know about indie games.
I don't.
Yeah,
You're right.
The
Do
only
you want to know
the
when?
only roguelikes that I think of when I hear indie games are Blasphemous, which isn't even really a roguelike. It's more like a
I don't know if that's
Metroidvania.
an indie game,
Slay the
is it?
Spire and fucking Hades. It's mainly Slay the Spire and Hades that I think of when I think of indie game and roguelite. Dead Cells is what I meant to say instead of Blasphemous, not
Right. I will be honest and say that I don't play indie games. I like licensed games a lot.
Well, you're a console gamer.
Yeah.
Tends
But
to
that
be a
doesn't
lot
mean
of
like I
indie
have access
games
to all the
focus on
games
PC.
that James just listed. Like I could play those, I just don't.
Yeah.
You should though. They're fun.
There are lots of really good gems in that
Hollow Knight.
Give me just a second, guys. I gotta snort something so my nose isn't stopped up and I'm not the whole
You know, fucking snort what?
nasal spray.
That's a weird way to say snow, bro, but all right.
I mean, Chase wouldn't understand this, so why I need him here? But like one of my favorite indie games, probably in the past, was probably one of my favorite games. Period. Honestly, as much as I love it,
What game?
but probably one of my favorite indie games in the past few years was Subnautica by miles.
here we
Like
go.
that game,
Fair.
just everything about the experience of that game. I bought into it very early on in its early development, like access, and just watching it grow over time. Like for the 2 or so years I watched it.
I still
complete-
actively follow the developers Unknown Worlds and whatever they're doing because I'm just patiently waiting for the eventual Subnautica 3 because we know it's coming.
Dude, I can only dream.
Like I personally haven't played the second game, but I've watched an entire playthrough, and I've done a playthrough of the main game. Gas, it's so good.
Yeah.
The second
think-
one is not as good as the first one, in my opinion, but
That's what
like
most
that's
people say,
story-wise.
which is fair. I mean, like it's kind of hard to capture. What is it? Light in a bottle? Was that the expression?
Lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Lightning in a bottle.
Subnautica was a true masterpiece, so it's really hard to replicate that. But I mean, it still felt like a Subnautica.
I mean, it's still got its fair share of
worthy
like bugs and shit,
sequel.
which is funny.
That's video games for you.
Yeah, there's some funny bugs in Subnautica.
Yeah, very high quality. Which I think that's actually on console now.
It is on
It's
console.
always,
So
it's
Chase-
been on console for a few years now.
Yeah, it's been on console for a while. And
Chase
Chase
can get some
probably
gamer points from
Chase
that.
probably will not play it because it's a survival game and he doesn't like playing survival games.
But it's not a survival game. I mean, it is, but you don't have to play it that way. You can just.
We had
play it
this
as the story.
conversation. I don't know if it was last week or the week before last. Whenever
It
I
was,
got
it was a few weeks ago.
we had this conversation on the podcast not that long ago.
Well,
Oops.
You know, your thing is Halo and Supernatural.
I'll
There's
be
my
honest.
thing, okay?
I'll be honest. I have a hard time playing games that aren't AAA. And I know people are like, kind of crucify me for that, but I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, I just want to play the big releases. And that's it.
Yeah,
Whack.
everyone hates you now.
I don't know. It's
Speaking of big major releases, the Game Awards now has all of their nominations for all of their categories.
if Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't win, it's fucking rigged.
Literally, if Baldur's Gate 3 does not win, it's going to be very rigged. Did you see what the selections were for
Yeah.
Game of the Year?
Yeah, I did. As much as I want RE4 to win, fucking Baldur's Gate is a nominee. So
It
I also
deserves it.
I also recognize what game fucking deserves it. Last year I got really pissed at the game that won.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
think
a lot of people did.
I don't think From Software deserves to be even mentioned as a nominee. Not even like an honorable mention. I think From Software we're getting all of my hot takes.
Yeah,
I
all
think
the hot takes.
From
today.
Software is one of the most dog shit AAA developers I've ever encountered in my life.
Who?
From Software.
Wait, aren't they the ones that made Dark Souls?
Yes.
Yes, Dark Souls.
It's literally
Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
their
Elden
marketing
Ring.
team though.
Yeah,
Their
so-
marketing team is they're
Fires of
fucking
Rubicon.
gods. Because their marketing
Armored
team
Core.
took a shitty game and managed to spin it into one of the biggest hits of our generation.
And you hate them for that?
Yes, because their game is dog shit, but everyone wants to act like it's really good because it's
Man, you
difficult.
have so many hot takes tonight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before in other videos.
You have.
But I just don't like Dark Souls. I don't like Soulsborne games. I think they're broken. I think
mean,
that
they are broken.
I think that their difficulty is predicated on bad game mechanics. And that it's possible to have a difficult game that's still fun with good game mechanics. I will
So-
always point to Halo Lasso as a better Dark Souls than Dark Souls.
Oh man, this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Just the hate is about to roll this man
This
over.
guy can only talk in comparisons in Halo. That's all he can do.
I can't
This
think of
man
a better
literally
example.
Eats shits and sleeps fucking Halo.
I can't think of a better example. I don't know what you want from me.
Wait, so you said that it's based on bad mechanics, which is why it's
Yes.
popular?
Yes.
Because that's the main draw is the difficulty?
Yes.
Is that a bad thing?
Sounds like
Yes.
a skill issue on your part. Get better
Why
at
is
the
that
game.
a bad thing?
Because they could do it better. They could have a difficult game without bad game mechanics.
But if the game
structure
mechanics are
is
the draw of why people
No,
want to play it,
because
doesn't that make them a good thing? It's a feature.
No, because it's not a feature because I refuse to believe that it was intentional. The problem is hit registration, bosses and other enemies having fucking auto aim, projectiles will track you through the air, a fucking laundry list of problems. Hit registration being at the fucking top, with you not being able to land hits even though they clearly landed, and clearly dodging out of the way of something but dying anyway because the game just decided that I guess the hitboxes are too big or something, but it doesn't happen every time.
I guess I don't fully understand. Well, first of all, I don't know a ton about Elden Ring because I'll admit it, I didn't actually play it.
I didn't either. I played the first Dark Souls, and
You've only played the first Dark Souls.
yes, and I also have friends who share this opinion that have played Elden Ring and Dark Souls 2 and 3 and a bunch of other From Software games, and they're just like, yeah, they're not good.
You ever tried playing the games not on an Xbox console?
It doesn't matter.
So to
My
give-
main
because
problem-
I don't.
My main problem with Dark Souls is that any and all criticism for the game is immediately tossed away as, oh, you're just bad at the game. That's just a skill issue.
So Chase, because I don't know a ton about the game of why it was so well received, I looked it up. And this is literally just why was Elden Ring so popular, and it's just the first thing that came up on Google. It says the reasoning is the game's intricate narrative weaves.
It doesn't have a
themes of
narrative.
Existentialism, human vulnerability, and power struggles in a way that complements its dark fantasy setting.
That's the other
Elden Ring's
problem.
Stunning visuals and atmospheric sound design further contribute to its popularity.
That's
So it
the
doesn't
other.
even mention the difficulty as the main draw.
That's the other problem, is that the game doesn't actually have a narrative.
Well,
The
does?
game's narrative.
I thought you didn't play this game. How do you know this?
Because I've looked into it.
I just looked into it, and that's not what I saw. I saw the opposite.
Registration-
And on one
There
Google
is
search-
there is no
Man's
traditional
double barrel away.
narrative, right?
Thank you,
The
Kate, for-
narrative is environmental, which can be good. I'll use the Halo comparison again. Halo 3 ODST has some great environmental storytelling. There's no problem with environmental storytelling.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Shut
Another
up, James.
thing that I actually
Shut
do
the fuck up.
recall hearing about from my brother and his friends that played it a lot was the amount of content, the amount of hours that you could spend adventuring and just finding new stuff. The world was huge, expansive, and everything was really like deep. It wasn't just surfacey kind of like Assassin's Creed level of content. It was like deep content, and many hours could be played.
I don't know. I whatever.
You're not
It just
winning
kind
this
of
argument.
sounds. It just kind of sounds like you are being a hater right now. That's what I hear. That's
I don't give a fuck.
unfortunately.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Anyways, y'all want to go like down the line of
That's what I was actually thinking. Down the line of games that have
like
been
the-
really good.
or like the nomination. I meant the nominations for like the Game Awards.
Absolutely. I'm pulling with my phone.
Best game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's
didn't play
Gate
it.
3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom.
So I don't have a ton to say here because I only played one of those games.
I played.
Tears of the
Obviously
Kingdom,
Zelda.
wasn't it, Squidward?
I played RE4. I want to play Spider-Man 2. I wanted to play Alan Wake 2. I want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I kind of want to play Mario Brothers Wonder, and I have no interest in Tears of the Kingdom.
I will probably end up playing Super Mario Wonder once my baby cousin gets it for Christmas this year, and I'll be forced to play it with him for a little bit.
I was gonna force all of us to play it for a video, but then
Oh,
I just didn't have the money. And I just
That's
want to
fair.
clarify
Mm.
that it's not that I think that the Breath of the Wild series is bad. I just have no interest for the same reason that a lot of people love it, and that it just seems like a massive time sink.
Are we talking
It
about
is.
Tears of the Kingdom?
It is kind of a
Tears of the
time
Kingdom,
sink.
yeah.
It's an RPG. Most
don't-
JRPGs have a huge time sink.
I just don't want to sink the time into it. I'm sure it's a great game, and I do have the temptation on occasion to play it.
I
but-
haven't had a chance to play it personally, but that's just because of time.
It
I'll
also
probably
is
play it at some point.
for that.
very Souls-like.
Oh my god!
Chase, which is probably also why
Oh,
you
what
don't
the
like
hell
it.
happened? You're.
All right, I'm gonna throw my
There you
cartridge
go.
in the trash then.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of want to put Baldur's Gate for best game direction, but also I'm not sure considering I haven't played Alan Wake 2,
I hear-
Spider-Man 2.
I hear Alan Wake 2 is like the best horror game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it's pretty good. I couldn't spend the money on it.
That's fair.
I didn't have the money.
I'm just gonna put Baldur's Gate for now. just because I don't have anything else to really.
Oh, are we
put
going
in
down
that.
the list and like
Yeah, we're
giving
going down
our
the list.
nominations?
Yeah.
I have a video game question for the podcast. What point should the player be able to recognize that guy is/will be the final boss? When the screen pops up right before you fight him that says there's no turning back.
There is no turning back. That's so true.
When the boss music starts.
You can. I feel like you can
let's-
just tell narratively when the final boss is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
I think so.
Wait, are we
I-
talking in general or what game specifically?
No, just in general. Just like I feel like games usually kind of build up to it, and they don't necessarily just throw a boss at you and then they're like,
There are definitely
Oh, by
some
the way.
games that like really allude to it pretty hard, but like this is coming from personal example. Ace Attorney: Spirit of Justice. You can tell who the big bad evil is as soon as she puts on her prosecution outfit. Spider motif and all.
or to use an example of a game that's on the list of game of the year,
Yeah.
RE4. You
RE4.
this guy's been built up as the big bad the whole game. When you
Wesker.
fight him, it's not even like a small ordeal. Like
Wesker.
he's it's not Wesker. It's fuck.
It's
What
not
is his
Wesker.
name? I can't remember his name. Fuck.
Mhm.
Fake fan.
Fake fan.
It's like huge. It's like he's like a massive monster that's chasing you around on like these on these like massive platforms on the water, and you're having to fight him and all these enemies at the same time. And then
Lord Osmond Sadler.
Sadler, that's his name. Having a senior moment, Sadler. I love
Senior
how
moment.
in the original when he says that, Sadler doesn't even get mad. He does like you fucking got me, bro.
Fucking got me there. Rips off arm.
Well, it's like they're talking on the phone when he says this,
Mhm.
and it's his laugh is like very clearly like, "Oh, you got me there."
Yeah, you got me there. Speaking of narrative, which game do y'all think has the best narrative? Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty.
I don't know. I
Final
didn't play
Fantasy
any of these
16,
games.
Or Marvel Spider-Man 2.
I don't know. I didn't play any of them.
I didn't play anything besides Tears of the Kingdom.
God.
Yay! Opinions. No, frankly,
can
I
I-
don't know. Yeah.
I've heard
Can I
a
nom-
lot of good things narratively about Phantom Liberty.
Baldur's Gate 3 has a branching tree of narratives. I feel like
It does.
I'm leaning towards Baldur's Gate, but I'm gonna have to nominate Halo Reach.
Didn't come out this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, I want to put Phantom Liberty, but also Baldur's Gate.
Who here played it?
I mean, I watched a little bit of Phantom Liberty.
You
I
didn't
didn't
play
like
it.
sit down. Yeah, and
You know who
play it.
did
I didn't
play fucking
Cyberpunk.
Baldur's Gate?
Ooh.
Trevor
Who?
played Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
Or Nate played Baldur's Gate, didn't he? Yeah,
Yeah,
Nate played
Nate's been
Baldur's
playing
Gate.
it. He's trying to get a group together like this week.
I don't own the game. I don't want to buy it on PC.
That's fair. Best
Um,
art design.
Uh,
Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Liza P, Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom.
I feel like the only games that really stand out is Hi-Fi Rush. That's the only game that
Yeah.
like really stands out in terms of art direction.
I fucking love the art design in Hi-Fi Rush. It's so goofy. I love it.
I'm just scrolling down the list.
Mm-hmm. What else we got? Best score and music.
Halo Reach.
Yeah, not a choice. Sorry, but
I'm seeing a
good
lack
one.
of Halo on this entire website.
That's
Wonder
because
why.
Halo
Yeah,
didn't fucking
it's
come
like
out
they
this year.
Yeah, it's like they didn't make a Halo game this year or something.
I think Halo should be nominated for best ongoing game, but it like is really just now making its return.
Yeah. Yeah, best score. I think when I originally did this, I gave it to Hi-Fi Rush.
I feel like Hi-Fi
Just
Rush
because I haven't
probably
listened
should.
to I haven't listened to a lot of Baldur's Gate 3's music.
Well, I put 150 hours into Baldur's Gate 3 in the first month. Imagine having that kind of free time, dude.
I wish I had that much free time.
Me too.
That shit's awesome.
It's like a full-time job, bro.
Best audio design: Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, RE4.
I'm gonna nominate RE4 because that's the one that I finished.
Mm-hmm.
I played 3 of these games and I only finished one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the audio in the Dead Space remake isn't a banger.
I feel like it is. I own the game. I just never beat it. We have a Dead Space Let's Play on the channel, and I
just hasn't finished it yet.
yeah. Basically, we're waiting.
Let's see what else we got.
Best performance.
Yeah, best performance. I've
Idris
heard,
Elba.
Who is it?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah, that's what I was gonna put down too.
That's the only actor other than Yuri Lowenthal that I recognized.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cameron's performance in Survivor was good.
I didn't play it.
Not just from clips I've seen.
He did pretty well in the last game. I mean,
Yeah.
but it wasn't anything like groundbreaking to me either.
Yeah, Idris Elba. I'm probably gonna. I've
seen Idris Elba in other things, and he's done pretty great. So
innovation and accessibility. Let's see, recognizing software and/or hardware that pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. I think I put Street Fighter 6 in.
I played Forza, and I did not notice any like accessibility features at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure there were some because Xbox is really big into accessibility.
They're really good with
The only accessibility feature of any of these games I've heard of was Spider-Man's. Apparently you can change between the webbing, like the way that you can swing, whether it's like kind of automatic or it's
I think
like
that was
thing you actually have
a
to control.
carryover from the last game though, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think so.
I think so.
I mean, it's the only one I've heard though. I have not really played any of these games, so.
Did you see that video where that guy is like swinging wrong? Like he's using X to swing rather than the triggers, and he's like, "This game's dog shit. I can't. The swinging takes so long." It's like, buddy. I don't want to be the one to break it to you, but you're fucking stupid.
Game journalism in a nutshell.
I don't even think it was like a game journalist. I think it was literally just some fucking
Just
Xbox.
a guy.
I think it's
I
just some
knew he wasn't
Xbox
joking.
fanboy trying to make a meme.
I think I put Street Fighter 6 whenever I did this, just because of the easy combat mode.
Oh, is that a thing?
That
Okay.
yeah, it has like there's standard and modern. Modern control. It's classic and modern controls. Modern makes the game like a 4-button game compared to a 6-button game that it traditionally is.
But let's be honest.
Bomb, how's it
Accessibility,
going?
fighter game, Smash. That's my nomination.
Josh, can we kill Josh?
What'd he say?
No, Bomb Man says kill Chase.
It's Sir Bomb Man. You fucking
You gotta
plebeian.
put the stir on his name.
Put some
Chase,
respect.
you're not allowed to talk. Sir Bomb Man says you suck. So
Thank you. Thank you for using the proper prefix.
Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. These are all indie games, by the way.
Who are you people?
is that a furry game?
Josh, I love Smash 2,
Oh,
but
what?
it's been
Goodbye
out.
Volcano High? I'm pretty sure.
Is that
Oh.
a furry game?
I think there's
I'm pretty
actually.
sure.
There's the title for the podcast. Is that a furry game?
Well, I mean, it's.
I mean, that's what Goodbye Volcano High is. It's a furry game. I think it's also a fucking visual novel.
So wait. We
never
we
played
need to
it.
figure this one out real quick. What is the furry game of the year?
I mean, Goodbye Volcano High got the nomination for a category, so
I'm gonna be honest. I'm impressed they decided on one because there's probably like 1 billion of them on Steam right now, and they're like new ones every other week. Feels like.
Bomb
Yeah.
immediately said Party Animals.
I think Party Animals is also on here in Family Game.
Pokemon.
Best ongoing.
Pokemon is a
good one,
furry
Nate.
game if you stretch it. I'd rather you
That's getting
didn't
to
stretch
that's
it.
getting to territory, Nate, that we don't want to cover.
I'd rather you didn't stretch it, please.
Vaporeon.
That kind of little Pokemon, Batman.
No.
Yeah, best ongoing: Apex,
Halo
Cyberpunk,
Infinite.
Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. It's definitely not Genshin. Genshin can go fucking die in a corner.
They can legally marry Pokemon. Who the fuck? Can we?
Who's they?
Yeah, who is they?
What lawless land is this law allowed? Carnivore used Flash.
No, it has a different meaning. No.
Oh man.
Gardevoir used.
Cease and desist.
James, you're gonna hate the next nominations. Specifically, one of them.
Can we
I've
go
seen
ahead
them.
and like for our own game of the year write in Halo Infinite for best ongoing game?
No. Oh, is we talking about best community support? Yeah, it's definitely not Destiny 2. That's for goddamn sure. When it's in the same category as Baldur's Gate.
The truth comes out.
Yeah, when you're in the same
And
category
No
as
Man's
Baldur's
Sky,
Gate, you
and
win.
Final Fantasy 14 and Cyberpunk. It's Baldur's Gate because their community is awesome.
Again, never played. Well, I have played No Man's Sky because that is a game that appeals to me. But
We played it for
the rest of them I haven't
a
played.
video.
Yeah,
And then
we played
never
it for
again.
one
We did.
video.
that was a trashy video because I was the only one who knew what I was doing.
Yeah, and you were typing stuff in.
Best independent game.
Dave the
I
Diver.
mean, yeah, Dave the Diver, because that's the only thing I've heard shit about.
I watched a streamer play Dave the Diver. It seems like a really cute game.
Mm-hmm. Best
How does-
debut indie game. It's gotta be Pizza Tower.
It's the only one I've ever heard of.
As much as I haven't had a chance to play this game, I've seen too much gameplay of it to not have it be that.
Can we just skip over some of these categories that are lame?
Best mobile
Like,
game is
best-
Hello Kitty
best mobile
Island
game.
Adventure, and I will fucking die on that hill.
I mean,
Have you
not
played it?
Oh, what do you fucking take me for, a child predator?
I don't know.
okay. I don't want to judge people that are into mobile games, but there's nothing there for me. Like I don't
Listen,
have any
there's a
interest.
HoYoverse game on there. That's probably gonna end up being that one. It's probably gonna be Honkai Star
It's-
Rail.
It's a lot of the same games over and over again. I'm noticing.
True. Best VR AR.
I'm actually surprised by this list.
Gran
I don't
fucking-
recognize.
Turismo 7, Horizon Call of
Resident Evil
Mountain,
Village VR mode. There we go.
Humanity, RE Village VR mode, and Synapse. I think I've seen like one video on Synapse.
I'm gonna.
I'll be honest. I haven't been following VR for a hot minute just because I feel like the technology is just not there yet for me to care enough. Like I was
I have a VR
a supporter
headset.
at first, but recently I've just fallen off because it just
Mhm.
hasn't improved enough. I feel like it's just been kind of stationary.
Yeah, it makes me a little nauseous if I'm like moving around. I don't know. It still feels like a gimmick.
Yeah, it's very
It's a
much
little
still
bit of
feels
a
like a gimmick. There's not enough technology that's accessible and relatively cheap, and there's certainly not enough support by developers to make any of it worthwhile just yet. It's still way too early. So that's my take.
Best action game.
Not
It's
Dead Island
probably
2.
it's probably Armored Core 6, but Hi-Fi Rush is a close second, and Ghost Runner 2 is a close third. I played the first Ghost Runner. It was really fun.
What game did you say for first?
Armored Core,
Core.
6.
Which
Oh.
I've also heard a lot of good things about. Which
I haven't heard
I still
anything
want to
about
that
play
it.
developer
this
name.
game. I still want to play this game.
I haven't heard anything about it. Didn't that game on the 360 have like or no, it was the original Xbox, had like a $200 collector's edition
Yes.
that was like a massive like control console?
I don't remember if that was Armored Core or what that was.
I think that was Armored Core.
on Armored Core special controller.
So are you saying you don't support Armored Core then, Chase?
I've never played it. I don't know anything about it. It's a mech game. I know that. And I know it's nothing like Dark Souls. So I
What was
guess I
this
support that it's
for?
not like Dark Souls.
No, that's Steel Battalion.
Oh, I was close.
It's for Steel Battalion.
It was a mech game.
It was a Met game.
They're all the same.
I wouldn't be so sure about that one.
Dead Island 2 was a game that I was really excited for because I really liked Dead Island 1, and then
it just flopped.
it wasn't even like a bad game. It was just disinteresting.
That's
Which
fair.
is like the worst kind of disappointing is that I can't even like be mad that it sucked. I'm just like,
It just sucks.
it's like it's a game.
It's
Like
a game.
I can't even say that it sucks. It's not a bad game, but it's not a good game either. It's like a
It's quite literally the definition of mid.
yes. It's like okay, well, there's nothing else to do, I guess.
Or maybe you just
Best
grew out of it.
action adventure: Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, RE4,
RE4.
Jedi Survivor,
Don't even read the
Tears of the
last one.
Kingdom.
Nope, we're not even reading the last one. We're not even gonna go
Tears of
into
the Kingdom.
we're going with RE4.
I think that's what I put as well. I've heard the action's good in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting on my brother to let me borrow his PS5 so I can play it.
Chase touching a console other than a Xbox console, sacrilegious.
I have a PlayStation under my desk. It's a PS4, and I used it to play Horizon.
Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I forget which one's which.
Mm-hmm. Best RPG.
It's
definitely
obviously
not
Starfield.
It is not
obviously
Starfield.
Starfield.
Shut the fuck up.
Starfield was
Starfield got nominated. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of surprised they
Yeah,
even got
this is the
nominated.
only thing Starfield got nominated for was Best RPG.
Starfield. I liked Starfield. It's just Baldur's Gate is in the same category.
Baldur's Gate's right there. It's definitely
Yeah.
not Final Fantasy 16.
there.
I've not even heard of Sea of Stars.
Got it.
It's definitely not the fucking
Pinocchio game
Pinocchio. It's not the Pinocchio Soulsborne game.
that apparently is pissing off Soulsborne players because it's actually difficult.
Ah, so it's like a good Soulsborne.
Yes, from what I hear, I haven't played it.
I can't believe Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 got nominated for Best Fighting Game.
I watched IGN's review of it because I was bored before a job interview. It seemed like it was a good game from but it was also IGN, so
Yeah, it's IG. One, it's IGN. That's IGN. Two, I mean, it looks better than the first game. Then again, it's still like kind of messy, little unpolished, in my opinion.
Bomb, you never think any game was that hard. Nickelodeon.
Anyways, the-
I'm nominating Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 simply because it has Garfield.
I mean, you're wrong because Street Fighter 6 is right there. Compared to everything else
Does
on here.
Street Fighter 6 have Garfield and other Nickelodeon characters such as SpongeBob?
I mean, you can customize your avatar character to probably be very similar to them.
Give me a second. I just need
Also,
to.
what the fuck is God of Rock? I've not heard of this game.
I haven't heard of it either.
I'm picking Street Fighter 6 because it's a good game. Please play Street Fighter 6. It's really fun.
You can
Best-
play as fucking El Tigre, bro.
Yeah, I know you can play as El Tigre.
Huh.
You can be Danny Phantom,
Yeah, that
Rocco,
was in base
Zim,
game.
Cora, the Angry Beavers, Garfield, Ren and Stimpy, fucking a
I'm kind of
turtle.
upset. I'm kind of sad Powdered Toast Man didn't make the jump from first game to second game.
Isn't he? I think he's in it, but not as a playable character.
Yeah, not as a playable character. He's just in the game because he was in the first game.
Bomb's response of Street Fighter 6 does have Garfield if you make him.
Yes, exactly.
Amidst this debate, gamers, let us give thanks to developers for blessing us this year with so many top tier games. I hope you're ready for nothing next year because fucking. No, wait, that's movies that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you think of movies. I'm gonna say, what the fuck are you talking about? There are so many good games planned for next year.
Yeah, I got confused.
Let's see. Best family game. I wanted to play Disney Island Illusion just because it looked goofy as hell.
This is the first time hearing of it.
I never got. It's just a Disney platformer game. It's in the style of like the Mickey Mouse cartoons, like the newer cartoons.
I hear
Party Animals is on here. That might win.
out of
Pikmin 4
all
is
those
on here.
games that are on that list for best family game, the
Yeah.
only one that I consistently heard about was Pikmin 4.
Pikmin 4 is really good. From what I've heard,
never
it's
touched
really
a Pikmin
good.
game. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't know if it is like. I mean, I understand why it's in best family because it's in rated E game.
Yeah.
I like. It's honestly a debate between like Pikmin 4 and Wonder for me. Because I heard Sonic Superstars was god awful. Then again, most Sonic games are.
Honestly, can't say. I have no opinion on these.
Mhm.
I don't play family games.
All right, bro. You still play Smash Brothers? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Smash is a fucking family game. Not a,
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
not like that.
Best sim strategy.
It's
They
gonna,
put Cities Skylines 2 on here?
well, yeah, it's a sim game. Of course,
Yeah,
it's gonna
it's
be in
sim
the sim
strategy.
category.
This
guess
is
I
me.
really
realize-
find it funny that Fire Emblem Engage is in this category and it's not winning at all. It will probably be Pikmin 4 or Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp.
Okay, I think it's a
Or
little
if
far-fetched.
or if Microsoft puts out a shit ton of money.
It's a little far-fetched for them to put Pikmin 4 in strategy. I think that's a little too far. It's not strategy. Just because it has like the most subtle hint of looking down on like an almost sort of RTS look. It's very much not an RTS in the slightest.
Mm.
I don't know where that's coming from. That's a weird take on that game. Action.
I don't know. I'm picking Pikmin.
Solely out of the choices here, I'd definitely say City Skylines because it is still, to this date, the only quality, really in-depth city building
Wait.
game of its kind.
Are you
And it's
voting?
definitely, huh?
I was just looking at the Variety website and going down the list. Are you voting? You like? Are
I'm
you
not
just?
voting.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not.
saying.
I mean, I've already submitted my votes forever ago.
I'm just giving my opinions.
Best sports racing game. We can skip this one because it's a Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. baby.
Actually, I played Forza Motorsport. I actually really enjoyed it.
Fair enough.
It was actually a really solid game.
The Hot Wheels games never miss.
Did you play this one though?
I haven't had a chance to yet. No.
Fucking vote for Forza Motorsport.
Fuck you. Best multiplayer.
Halo Infinite.
It's probably Street Fighter because the rollback is good.
I really
However,
want.
Baldur's Gate 3 is right there.
I really wish that Diablo 4 even stood a chance.
Yeah, I also wish it stood a chance, but no, it doesn't.
I really like Diablo 3.
Yeah. I have no
What was-
opinions here.
Oh, best adaptation.
Oh,
It's probably going to be the Mario movie.
yeah.
Oh,
Not
these
the
are
Halo
movies?
show.
Oh, wow.
It's there's Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo movie, The Last of Us series,
I actually,
Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal.
I
Oh,
got
yeah,
to
definitely
see
Mario.
I get to see Gran Turismo early because they were doing like preview screenings or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means. The movie's out,
Yeah, the movie's out.
but it's
that any
not
good?
like it's before. It was really good, but I just don't understand the concept of preview screenings. They just don't make sense to me.
I'm still
I
picking the
need-
Mario movie.
Watch the
I need
movie
your guys'
early.
opinions, though, on
It's
this.
not early.
Do you feel like there should be FNAF on this list?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. FNAF was
It
actually
probably should. It probably should have
the-
been on there.
the
but
better
it,
adaptation of the year.
It probably just didn't
It
get.
didn't make the
on
deadline.
there. Yeah, it just didn't make the deadline.
You think it was is a deadline issue?
Maybe.
I mean,
I
like,
don't know.
City Skylines just came out like a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
so
I don't know.
that was after the movie came out. I would assume they would have been
I
on
think
the
they
same
just wanted to give
deadline.
everyone else
most
a chance.
anticipated game. Final Fantasy VII.
Star
Rebirth,
Wars
Hades
Outlaws.
2, Star Wars Outlaws, Like a Dragon Infinite
Them-
Wealth.
that game's
Tekken
out.
8. What?
Like a Dragon?
Infinite Wealth?
One of them just came out. I don't know.
I don't think it was Infinite Wealth. I think Infinite Wealth is.
What was the one that just came out then?
Hold on.
Wait, what is this Star Wars Outlaws? I've not actually heard of this one.
It's an open world Star Wars game where you play as a smuggler.
I think it was The Man Who Erased His Name just came out.
I think so, yeah.
You guys watched The Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
I
You
watched a
remember
little bit of it.
You remember when he docks in Tatooine and there's that lady that watches over Baby Yoda for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally her right now on the picture. Tell me I'm not
I can't,
right.
I can't tell you you're wrong. Do y'all ever consider that video game movies
I don't
started
know.
getting
What's with the
consistently
70s
good
hairdo?
after we bullied Paramount into remaking Sonic the Hedgehog correctly? That's funny.
I mean, yeah. Like, let's be real. If they didn't change the design after they got bullied into it, there was no saving it.
Meow?
I picked Tekken 8 whenever I put it on there because Tekken 8 looks really good. But so does Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But who
I
am to
honestly,
judge?
of all those games, I'm really excited for Star Wars Outlaws, even though it's probably going to suck.
Content creator of the year, there's only
Mythic
one
Difficulty.
Person. No.
We didn't
Iron
make
Mouse.
the deadline.
Yeah, we didn't make the deadline.
That's the only reason.
But also Iron Mouse.
I don't know who that is.
She's right there.
I don't know who that is.
Bro, where's Markiplier?
Fucking,
I'm sorry, Market Pliers won't be relevant until after his movie is finished.
Then it'll be Iron Lung.
Yeah, then we'll get Iron Lung in this next year.
The movie adaptations.
Yeah. Best esports game, I couldn't give less of a shit.
Halo Infinite.
Valorant,
It'll
probably.
be CS2 or Valorant. It'll be
I'd say
one of the
Valorant.
two. And they got what? Fucking best esports athlete? I could give less of a shit.
Yeah, that's. I don't really even know any of these people.
Let's see, we got a best esports team. I could give less of a shit.
Is it bad to say that half of these people that they're showing for the esports stuff are probably out of their job right now?
Yeah.
The rest
Power
are
been fired
esports.
in the past couple months.
Same thing with the coaches.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, but it's
Best-
probably the
The
truth.
best esports coach.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it. And then best esports event was Evo 2023 because that shit was gas. It's like the only. I mean, it's also the only one I've watched. But also, let's be real. None of us here fucking gives a shit about League of Legends. No one cares about Dota.
No, I've bathed.
Yeah, we've taken showers.
I've touched grass in my lifetime.
Debatable.
You fucking take that back.
Nah, I don't think I will.
Yeah, so I guess the rest aren't that important because they're all the esports stuff and
Yeah, it's just esports stuff. I mean,
yeah.
the reason Evo's gonna win because literally they in Las Vegas, the day Evo ended became Evo Day. The day of finals became known in Las Vegas as Evo Day,
What does that
even
mean?
though it's a holiday now in specifically Las Vegas.
That's fair. That's fine. We'll take it.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. They had like they gave the tournament organizers the governor gave the tournament organizers the key to the city
But why?
because it's awesome. It's the biggest fighting game tournament ever.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only time I ever hear about Evo is during the Game Awards, where it gets nominated and loses every year.
That's true. It has a good chance this year.
I've never seen any gameplay for it. I literally am just now finding out that it is a fighting game.
That's just because you're not in the fucking fighting game scene.
Yeah, because I've bathed in my lifetime.
Okay, fighting game players bathe. Shut the fuck up. It's only Smash players that don't bathe and are also predators.
Yeah. Nate, did you accidentally poison yourself?
I like Nate's take about the GDEX. That's good.
He did say
Some local
GDEX
rep.
Underground.
Then drink hot drinks. It goes down like sulfuric acid. Are you good, man?
Did y'all?
Did you drink fucking hot sauce or something?
See, if you're smart, Nate, you'll just do them at the same time. Get some like spicy ramen and just all at the same time. 2 for 1.
Also, yeah, I forgot 27 days until it happens.
What
Or
happens?
24 days. Game Awards.
Oh shit.
3 weeks.
So-
It'll be 3 weeks from Thursday.
Nate says he hurt himself today to see if he still feels.
hurt
He's just-
myself
He ain't feeling
There it
nothing
is.
after that.
to see if I still feel.
So maybe I'm wrong
I
about this,
focus
but it seems
on
like
the
there's a common theme in the Game Award nominations of
old
very,
thing.
very, very popular games being in every category almost.
Yes.
It's almost like it's a corporate shill event.
It kind of gives me that.
Are you
vibe
just
a
now
little bit.
realizing that like award ceremonies are popularity contests?
No,
That it actually has nothing to do with quality but popularity?
I
Well,
mean,
I'm sure it has it to a
look
degree.
look at what happened with The Last of Us 2 winning Game of the Year when it didn't deserve to, considering what the fuck Naughty Dog did.
What
That's a
did
whole
they
nother
do?
can of worms.
They like laid off a bunch of staff like after the game came out, or even before the game came out too.
Well, I guess it
No,
depends
Chase
on if
prefers
that's
the
part of
Johnny
the.
Cast version
the
of Nine
rating.
Inch Nails is hurt.
yeah. Who doesn't? Didn't the lead singer of Nine Inch Nails say that it wasn't his song anymore, that it was Johnny Cash's?
Probably.
He's like, well, fuck. How do you beat that? How do you beat the Johnny Cash version of your song? If somebody did a Johnny Cash cover of the podcast is done. Podcast is over. We can't recover. They used AI to just do a podcast, but we're all Johnny Cash.
That would suck. Genuinely.
I don't want to destroy Johnny Cash's reputation like that. Let's
To
be
be
honest.
fair, if Johnny Cash sings your song, all you can do is thank him for taking your song. Yeah.
All your songs do belong to us. Sorry, I'm tired.
I think we're all a little
You're
tired.
making me yawn. Yeah.
I'll
Stop
kill
it.
you. Straight up. Oh, this is a thing that I meant to mention last week, but I didn't. And
Because you're an idiot.
because I'm a fucking idiot. So we made a new Twitch channel for the podcast because it don't belong on my channel every week.
It kind of do.
But also I want other people to be able to stream the podcast when I'm not here. Because I won't be.
Spoiler alert, he's going to be out of town at some point.
Yeah, at some point here in the near future, I'm going to be out of town. And then we'll see how badly things deteriorate.
You come back and we're famous.
You come back and we're 7 yards down the shitter.
We're on the Game Awards content creators list.
Technically, as the organizer of everything, that would also be me. And I would just be all right with that. I'd be like, fuck yeah. Time to quit my job.
But we would be all down but 9 minus 1. That would be our new name. It'd be minus you. That's what I'm saying. You'd just be
Why?
cut.
Why would you cut me? For what
Because
purpose?
that's what the Game Awards told us to do.
Why?
Why what?
If Chase leaves, I'll guest star on the podcast. I am leaving the country next month. Get Nate to guest star on the podcast.
He's got to hide from the feds for a month.
Yeah, the IRS and all that. Because, don't pay your taxes. Go shoot a cop. Joking. Don't do the second thing.
Let the intrusive thoughts win. Reach for the officer's handgun.
Service pistol.
Handgun.
Why is that tied together?
Man, I'm hungry as fuck. I should have ate
Man,
before this.
you should have eaten dinner.
Yeah.
It's a late night.
It's another 2 hours of the podcast that you gotta sit through.
Oh my God! Please, for the love of God, no.
We're not doing that again.
We've already done an hour, haven't we?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been an hour.
I feel like we've done enough.
No, at least another 30 minutes.
Another 30 minutes? What? We did our time.
What do you mean we did our time?
We did our time.
No, you never do your time, Josh. You do the podcast until the day that you fucking die. You do the podcast from your goddamn deathbed if you have to.
But only.
I just work here, man.
sometimes.
What does that mean?
I just work here.
It is a prison, Nate. Nate understands that you're not free to go.
Just
Don't
held in
forget you're
captivity.
here forever.
Or don't forget reach or some shit.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Don't
How about
forget
this?
reach or some
How about
shit.
this, Chase?
What's that?
If you can tell me why Halo is better than all of those games on the Best Game of the Year award, and I agree with you, we can
You're
go
not going to agree with
a
me.
little longer.
You're not going to agree with me is the problem because you're a hard-headed numbskull.
No, I am
Also,
very
you're comparing
understanding.
you're comparing the entirety of a Halo to Baldur's Gate 3.
I never said that Halo should rank above Baldur's Gate. I said that for like ongoing game, I thought that Halo Infinite at least deserved a nomination.
Okay, chat.
What's the
Explain.
idea,
Please
Chase?
explain
What's the
to
idea,
Chase.
What's the idea?
I think he means him being on the podcast instead of Chase as his replacement while he's gone. Which, yes, good idea. Please do.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to nominate Sir Bombman to come on in my stead. And that's going to be fucking chaotic as shit.
I don't know who this man is.
I don't know either.
I've
don't
ever
know
told you about my Florida man friend.
Okay, I'll make sure to not be on the podcast then.
Yeah.
During that time.
You can't mix Ohio and Florida man at the same time. That's something's gonna blow up.
Here, I'm going to see if he's still here. Hey, Mom, when was the last time you rode a gator to work? Now we wait for the response. And was the gator on drugs?
The
No.
answer to probably both of that was yesterday and definitely because I provided
think-
the snow.
Knowing Bomb, I think the answer is just going to be yes. To both.
Probably.
We're just
Well,
waiting.
there's no answer.
We're just waiting on.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Shit.
But Chase,
What?
going back to our arrangement, please explain.
Please. Oh,
You spent,
explain
you
why
spent
I
the
think.
first part of this podcast destroying all these really supposedly great games and replacing
I'm not
them with
destroying
how
anything.
good Halo is supposed to be.
First off, it was a bit. Second off, what my real opinion is that I believe that Halo deserved a nomination for best ongoing game. At the least a nomination. Because it's better than Destiny, right? And Destiny got a nomination.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. It doesn't deserve to be nominated for best ongoing game, or no, best community service.
Or at least one of those two. I felt like Halo at least deserved a nomination. I'm not saying maybe.
Energy is one element of a podcast appeal. Therefore, if we got more energy, we're more appealing. I'm delivering energy drinks to y'all laced with 5-hour energy to hit before the podcast.
This man knows how to be a
listen,
manager.
I'm gonna keep it a stack, all right? I would drink that and then go take a 5-hour nap.
I would do it
I'm
like
not
shots.
gonna sugarcoat it.
I would do it like shots. I'd be there with 10 rounds with Jose Cuervo. Got 10 of those bitches lined up. Just
Yeah, keep doing that, Chase. Just don't stop that specific motion. Just keep doing it for the camera.
doing shots of 5-hour energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do that shit. Do energy shots on stream with me. Hey, Nate. Did I tell you about the thing Mason and I are doing next month? Speaking of doing crazy shit on stream. Did we discuss this? I know I discussed it with James. And I think I might have mentioned it to Josh. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
So, I'm also going to plug it because it's podcast time. Anyway, starting in the afternoon, or maybe the evening, we're not 100% on a time yet. Mason and I, in the afternoon and the evening on December 31st, Mason and I are going to start a stream that is going to go 24 hours from the point at which it starts. It's going to be a 24-hour live stream is what I should have said. I don't know why I phrased it like that.
Yeah.
In which we will be doing some wacky shit. Not yet decided what said wacky shit is, but we know that there's going to be karaoke at one point and a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, so basically, those two are just gonna get drunk off their asses, and you get to laugh at the drunk people on stream.
Do you accept? Absolutely, Nate.
I might show up. Who knows?
We are allowing
no one
people
will
to just
care,
drop
but-
in for like an hour if they want and then leave. So, if anybody wants to, like, anybody that I know,
I might also do something personally on like New Year's, so I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
I assume that Josh
I
is
still
going to
gotta
be
find
busy.
an internship first before I think about any of this.
343 is hiring for audio engineers.
You send me that shit right the fuck now.
Just Google 343 careers.
Just send me the fucking link, dumbass.
I don't want to. Josh, I assume you have something happening because you're married that day.
What day is this?
New Year's?
Oh God, yeah. that's a holiday. I have a question.
Yeah, I assume so.
You're hard struck to find me not busy on a normal weekday in the middle of nothing time. A weekend or a weekday with a holiday involved? Sorry. That's a hard no.
Well, Nate's outside my house. Well, you're gonna have to get out and get past the 14 sentry turrets along the stairs. But like we're looking at buying.
Chase, you wanna know what's soul crushing about this listing?
What's that?
Required minimum qualifications: associate's degree or certification in audio design, music technology.
That's right. I forgot that it was a
related in
management
audio
position.
design, and 5+ years audio or sound design experience, or a bachelor's degree in sound design, interactive design
Listen.
and development, communication design, human computer interaction, multimedia design, or related field, and 5+ years.
Shut up for a second. Now you have a goal in your life.
Okay, I have a goal, but I need entry job. I need an internship.
Yeah, but it starts with a goal, right?
Or something. I don't fucking
And then
know.
you build your entry level position around that goal.
Man, Chase, the
Also,
motivational speaker over
maybe
here.
they're not listing internships. Maybe you could email 343 and be like, "Hey, do you guys have any internships available?"
I
And
mean,
then,
I'm going to at some point.
and then they're gonna respond and be like, "Yeah, we do, big man. Come on to Washington. Come on." And then you're
Yeah,
gonna hook
big
me up,
man.
right? You're not gonna forget your friend Chase, right?
Well, yeah, it depends on how well it goes at 343.
You just be like, "Hey, my favorite Halo content creator is Mythic Difficulty,"
Who's that? Never heard of him.
and then
That's
at
how
that
it
point
goes.
he body
It's just
slams his
plugging
boss.
Myself.
What'd you say, James?
It's just me plugging myself.
Yeah. You just like get real quiet and you go, "Yeah, it's because I'm a part of it. I'm sorry."
Additional or preferred? They prefer 8 years
But think about it.
with the degree, and then 5 years.
But think about it. You could be the next Marty O'Donnell.
God, I wish. I wish it was that good.
And then when they move to another game, you're going to get fired and you're going to be really bitter about it for the next 10 years.
Something like that.
Marty O'Donnell is like clearly still fucking pissed that he got
Oh,
fired.
he's still very pissed.
He's like slightly annoyed about Master Chief Collection too. Because that game was in development while he was suing Bungie. So 343 made the note that they weren't even going to talk to him because they didn't want like to stir the pot, basically. So when they were doing the music for Halo 2 Anniversary and they were re-recording everything, they didn't talk to him because they were scared to. And he's gone on record and been like, it would have been fine, guys.
You should have just asked.
He's like, you could have just asked. You guys did it wrong, and that's the part that bothers me.
Guys, listen to "Feelings" by Maroon 5 and imagine me on the mic ripping an F#5 high note, drunk off my ass. Happy New Year.
Nate's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna come over for just an hour. Cut to hour 22. Nate's got a fucking lampshade on his head, wearing a fucking bed sheet as a toga, fucking
Passed out in the corner.
getting a Corona bottle poured down onto his head for a fucking
I don't know how the fuck you can drink that shit. That
donation
shit
goal
ass.
because it's great.
I guess I'm just not a beer person because that shit was awful.
Here's another thing I want to do for the stream, but I also don't want to do because it's going to be embarrassing, is I want to be like, for donation goals, we'll do this. And then no one's going to donate, and it'll be like, guys,
Please clap.
please. We set them as really punishing things, and we're like, come on, guys, do it. I be Patrick Star passed out under an upturned table in the front lawn.
That's good.
That's really funny.
I mean, it'll be really. I mean, I'll still apply for this. I don't give a shit.
What are they going to do? Tell you no?
Yeah, that's the worst thing they can do is like, sorry.
They send a fucking Spartan to your dorm to eliminate you.
That'd be funny, actually. I would accept it wholeheartedly.
They fucking drop an ODST from orbit into your dorm.
Honestly, it would make the dorm look a lot better. Honestly,
Fucking
fun fact:
feet first into hell, brother.
Fun fact: they still haven't fixed the whole ceiling.
Nobody can see it.
I know they can't see it because I have the video going. Hold on.
It's fucking
Let me
everything
turn this
up.
shit off. You're fucking everything up.
Well, thank you for patching into my insecurities.
It's still there.
Ceiling nipple.
Why? That's scary.
Are you ever worried that like a face will come out of that?
No. I'll just be like, holy shit, Freddy Fazbear, and then it'll just leave, and then it'll just fuck off.
You'll kill the ghost with cringe.
Exactly. That's how you gotta do it nowadays.
Bro, how would you feel if you woke up to a demon at the foot of your bed and it looked you dead in the eyes and went fucking crit and then disappeared?
I mean, bold of you to assume that's not what my sleep paralysis demon does every night.
Your sleep paralysis demon is Freddy Fazbear going fucking crit and then disappearing. Josh is just perplexed right now.
Sorry, I'm reading about some games.
Gams.
Now that we're on the subjects of games.
Gams.
Jamer.
Whoa. Sound the hard G word. I love you to pieces, but we can't patch into your insecurities if you broadcast them. All around me are
he's
familiar
going armchair philosophy
faces,
psychologist on you
worn
right now.
out
And he's winning.
places, worn out places. Kind of funny.
How much money do I have? I need to
You're
make
being
sure I can buy
diagnosed
dinner.
from the Twitch chat.
Can I buy dinner tonight?
I hope not. I hope you fucking starve.
I can buy dinner tonight. We're Gucci.
Boo.
I don't know where I'm going though after the podcast, but
I can't wait to get really fucked up on New Year's as a part of the stream and be like, guys, $5 donation for us to get dinner.
damn.
Just be absolutely obliterated and just be throwing out donation goals left and right. I think it would be prudent at the same time to do like follower things where it's like, drop a follow and we'll spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a good thing you have a podcast.
You could do some of the stuff that I did when I streamed for a bit. I did like challenges. Most of them were involved with like if I did something in the game or lost in a certain way. But
Right.
the punishments is what made it fun. So like I had to eat. One night I did like a pepper challenge, and it got progressively hotter peppers that I had to eat if I kept losing. And I went all the way up to the habanero. No, yeah, the habanero. But then I wanted to get hotter, but I couldn't find them with
A
time
hotter
constraints.
pepper.
Yeah,
You couldn't
that was
get,
just
like,
what
a
I could find around
fucking
here.
Carolina Reaper.
If I had like planned ahead of time, I could have, but I didn't do it. I waited till the last minute to get the actual supplies. So it's what I could get.
Fair
But that's
enough.
something, Chase. I'd like to see you eat really hot.
Like maybe
peppers and dye.
maybe not that, but maybe people have done it with Bean Boozled.
That's another option. Yeah, anything food related that is like can be progressively worse as you have to do it. Drinking games.
I kind of wanted to
can
get
you do that on
Mason to
Twitch?
do like one of those food challenges, or get us both to do one of those food challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Like like spicy wings or like big fucking
One
burger.
chip challenge or
Mhm.
One chip challenge has been done to death, I feel like,
yeah.
but kind of like a man versus food kind of situation. One of them shits you gotta wear gloves for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wanted to do with Mason and not the big ass motherfucker right here.
I mean, you're invited. And the difference is, I'm like half on half on whether or not you could do it, and I'm like pretty sure that Mason could do it.
Fair enough. I mean, it depends on what the challenge is.
If it's like a big ass burger,
I mean, like, how big is the burger? Are we talking Terminator level burger, or are we talking like? I'd watch
I'd watch
James get lit on
James
fire
get-
by a Mexican pepper. I mean, listen, I do
Arriba.
not like jalapenos.
Arriba.
I do not like. I don't know what it is with my fucking taste buds, but I don't like jalapeno flavor.
I don't like
It's
peppers.
awful.
Oh, so it's not the
However,
it's not the hotness. It's the
It's not the
taste.
hot. It's not the heat. No, it's just the taste. Like if I want something to be hot, I want it to taste good, like sriracha.
What's the hottest pepper you've ever eaten?
I don't fucking know.
I
I
don't
don't.
record these things.
No, I don't go out and eat like thousands of Scovilles.
You don't test your limits.
Hot socks. I mean I've thought about it at some point.
The stream is just Mason and I testing our limits when it comes to food. By the end of the night, we're just hospitalized.
I mean, it would be really funny to watch both of you guys eat a fucking like Carolina Reaper.
Here's the thing: is that
That was very
Mason wouldn't
enjoyable.
react.
I would follow for that.
Mason wouldn't react. Is the problem?
Yes, you would.
No, he wouldn't.
Dude, have you seen people try to eat those things? Literally, guys that are like, I think it was the guy that does the hot ones, the one bald guy that runs it.
Yeah,
He ate
was.
one, I watched
yeah, he
him
was
eat it.
there.
He couldn't even talk. Like he was physically incapable
Here's the
of
thing,
even speaking or anything.
is that Mason has really high control of himself, and he would think that it would be funnier to not react, and he would just he like internally he might be screaming, but externally he would just be like spiking the lens, just like it's not even that hot.
It's not even that hot, he says, as on the
Stone
inside he's
face.
dying.
Mason on the outside.
Well, it sounds
not even
like
that hot.
this is a
Mason on
bet
the
in
inside.
making.
Ah!
I think you could make a bet that would not happen.
Maybe.
Make a bet with
Jalapenos
chat.
are Latino pickles. They got a certain tang to it instead of your standard heat. I'd hit a California Reaper. I've had ghost pepper before.
Now Nate's
You've
in on
had
it. Nate's
ghost
gonna do the
pepper.
challenge too.
Like you've eaten a ghost pepper raw, or you've had it in
He
like
licked
some
one.
kind of dish.
Like a hot sauce.
Because
or a
there's definitely
dish.
been times where I've eaten quote unquote ghost pepper, and it's not anything like the real thing because it's either it's made really, really small amounts of it, or it's made with some kind of extract of it that doesn't get the full.
I think if I'm being
Impact.
technical, the spice. I think like sriracha ramen has been like the spiciest thing I've consumed. But that's just coming from memory.
What is that? There's like a brand of ramen that's like well known for how spicy. It's like the 2 times spicy thing. Have you seen that?
Oh, those things? Yeah, I've
Uh,
seen them. I haven't tried any of them.
the Samyang. Heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 times spicy. That was pretty hot when I ate it, but I think it's not nearly as hot as it is just the combination of the hot liquid making it feel way hotter than it actually is.
Listen, me with if it's got like spice to it, as long as it tastes good with the spice. I don't like actively go out to eat hot food I want to test my limit. I just want something that's also good.
That's the only reason that I want to eat hot food is that it's actually fucking good. Like I like the taste of like spicy wings. I just can't fucking handle it.
Chase, have you ever done the Quaker
Unfortunately,
Steak
we're
and
white.
Lube ones?
No,
The hot wings they have there?
no.
They're so good.
I also
I
don't
believe
like
it.
buffalo.
I believe it because, like I said, hot wings are good. I'm just a pussy who can't handle it.
Right.
Huh.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
We're white.
See, I'm limited only by my own body, and